Hello, I'm AppyX Toycat, and 10 years ago today, Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition released to the world. This and the console versions that followed eventually outsold the Java Edition on which they were based, becoming a huge success, especially for 4J Studios, the developers behind it. And 4J, ever since Legacy Console was discontinued a few years ago, have been working on a brand new game, but we've seen and heard nothing of it. People suspected it might be a Minecraft competitor because they've got the skill set, but today that finally changed. We got our first ever look at their brand new game to celebrate 10 years, but also on top of that, Minecraft themselves are doing something super interesting this week. There's a big announcement coming soon that everyone is hinting over at Mojang, but then also, it's 10 years of Minecraft today. I made my first Minecraft Xbox 360 video 10 years ago on May the 9th, 2012, and we're gonna watch it right now in the background. It's crazy the quality difference. It's crazy how different Minecraft looked, but the biggest thing of all is the fact that 10 years later, this same game, I think I have not only the same number of ideas of what to build and do, I think I have more ideas and goals of what to do despite 10 years of playing this, and I think that is what makes Minecraft a once-in-a-generation title. It's nuts to look at, but for first, let's look at, 4J Studios appreciation, because they say happy 10th birthday Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition. Thank you to the almost 22 million Minecraft Xbox 360 players. By the way, that's 22 million Minecraft Xbox 360 sales. There's 6 other editions of this game, but just a reminder of its success. But they tweet this picture of a cake, and just in kind of like fashion, to remind us of old times where they used to show a picture of something with a secret update screenshot in the background. This secret update screenshot has Vince Finlayson in the background playing some form of game. And wow, by the way, he's the lead developer at 4J. You're meant to be a lead developer. This is unprofessional, playing video games at work in the background of a shot, and like, oh wait, you can see on the right there's a code window. It looks like he's been coding this game. 4J's lead developer coding and playing a game in the background. I think that's the game they've been working on, don't you? In fact, if you want more proof that this isn't just a random accidental background screenshot of a game that no one has just happened to see, Roger Carpenter, who of course is the he used to be the executive producer for Minecraft console editions. Now, I believe he is for the whole game as a whole in the UK. As you can see, he also tweeted a picture of this exact same thing, except there's a custard cream in the in the foreground of the shot, which is a fun little reference too. But you can see that this is a screenshot they meant to tweet. This is our first ever look at their brand new game, and if we zoom in a little bit and enhance, you can see that, oh my god, this looks nothing like what we've ever seen, especially nothing like Minecraft. As you can see, it's a big kind of circular looking planet, that there is some form of truck. It's got 6 wheels. I can't tell you for sure what's going on there, but there is some huge vehicle driving on this planet looking thing, and based on these little circular little gears on the ground and the giant gears on the planet, it looks like, gears are the universal sign for either options or mechanics. There's going to be some form of customization of vehicles that are going to be happening in this game. What does that mean? What is going down here? I don't know, but it looks like they're making some form of vehicle arcadey, cartoony style game that is going to be a massive departure from what we've seen from them. Obviously, 4J's previous titles have mostly been porting work too, so this is a brand new, unique looking game, because I've never seen IP that looks like this. Also, we can tell by looking at this is probably some form of hub world, because if you look at the spacing of those little gears on the ground, you probably would just move the vehicle between each of those, kind of like an options menu, kind of like a level select menu perhaps. And so there's going to be some form of, instead of being open world and sandboxy, it looks like it's going to be some form of like distinct, here is a set challenge and here's what you do. Again, couldn't be more different if they tried, which I like as a thing, right? They're going to show their video game development talent by working on a game in an entirely different field. I am so curious as to what's going on here. As I look more, I can only have more speculation, because there's a lot of different things going on in the center. You can see looking around the rest of the screen, it's just blue, so this is a floating planet. You don't escape the planet and fly the truck through space. There is going to be some form of level that you'll jump into using this vehicle that you presumably customize or do some amount of customization to yourself. In fact, if you want more proof that's what's happening, if you look to the right there, this is such a high resolution screenshot they posted that you can actually read the code. I don't know if this is intentional in the slightest, but we can use this information anyway to tell you that in the code there's a lot of interesting lines, etc. But then it also says over here, flash or to attach the vehicle on this bay, or maybe it's mash or mesh, or anyway. So it says something about attaching a vehicle to this bay, and so that's interesting that these things are described as bays, and you attach your vehicle to them. But then you can also see it says whether or not to mesh on this vehicle. Then it says when to attach the mesh to this vehicle, and then it says when to detach the mesh from this vehicle. These are comments in code. This isn't code itself. It's describing what the code does. So there's some amount of code that is going to attach something to these vehicles, again, adding to this mystique of what is going down here. I have so many questions about what 4J are developing, but I will say this. It's so different in every single way, but it does look fun, right? They've got this art style perfectly on point. I mean, that's all we can really say for sure right now. We know it's some form of customizing game. We know it's probably going to be level select based rather than open world, and we can also tell that it's got some amazing looking, again, for an art style of an indie team, being able to get it looking great and actually interesting. This looks like and reminds me of Overcooked or Just Moving Out, the games by Team 17, a small team making actually very good games, and that's something that's hopefully what we're going to see right here. We can't comment too much more without saying anything, but I will say, even without knowing this is 4J Studios making this, who of course have a certain air to them in my mind and everyone else who plays Minecraft console, I would play this game in a heartbeat, right? It looks like it would be fun enough to pick up and play. Whether it's a fun enough game to play more than that or to buy or anything else like that, we're gonna have to wait until they post some form of trailer or detail or even game name. Honestly, we have no clue what is going on with this. Actually, wait, maybe if we look around that code a little bit more, maybe we'll find like, no, it's even if we zoom in enough, we can't see the official name of this game, sadly. It looks like at the very top left, it's like 2 long words, something funning maybe. If you can look at this screenshot and find anything else, I bet there are more secrets in there. You can also see that the Vince Finlayson clearly has an email he hasn't responded to. But yeah, looking around this, you can see that like, yeah, there's so much to be discovered, I'm sure, if you're looking into it. But for now, first screenshot of 4J Studios' new game is incredibly interesting. The fact that Roger Carpenter posted it too, who, by the way, officially, he works for Mojang Studios in the UK, means that they probably have a better relationship with 4J than you might have expected. I mean, obviously, they're not going to discard 4J all the way, but, a lot of people are like, yeah, Microsoft just threw them out to the wolves. I think, to some extent, it wasn't such a one-way relationship. Maybe, in the end, they wished it happened slower with more interest, and, they'd worked better on making sure the console transition happened better, but it seems as though they're still on perfectly friendly terms if a Mojang Studios employee is coming over there to help them promote their new game to some extent. Speaking of promoting new games, there is a brand new update coming out for Minecraft. Have you heard about this? I think it's called the Wild Update, and the snapshots, which come out every single week, have been delayed this week to be on Thursday instead. That's very odd, right? Isn't Wednesday snapshot day? As you can see, Slice Lime says it's going to be coming out on Thursday because the team is busy with an unrelated event. I thought this could be a hint or it could not be a hint. I was kind of on the fence until Adrian, the producer for Minecraft, uses 2 eyes, the whole ooh, what's happening here? And then finally, Jeb, the lead, the creative, again, there's so many levels of whatever, but he's the chief creative officer at Mojang in Stockholm, and so I think him putting the eyes on here too says that something is going down pretty big about Minecraft. Maybe it's a Wild Update announcement, date and pre-release or something like that, or maybe, just maybe, it's going to be something even bigger. They're announcing something that's coming out after that. They're announcing something unrelated to updates, ooh, we're announcing it's Minecraft, but it's now on your telly, but also on your smart glasses, but also it's in space all at the same time. Those are bad examples, right? But my point here to say is that something is going down. And I don't know what it is, but I'm so curious. And so yeah, we got 2 big curiosities today, and more importantly than any of that, 10 years of Minecraft Xbox 360, I want to use this opportunity to thank you all personally. No, the number of YouTube careers that last 10 years is so small. YouTube is the, again, 99.9% of people who try something like this never go anywhere, and the majority of people who have any amount of success, it fades very quickly. It is a rarity to last any amount of time on this platform because it is a very, very tense, very, competitive field. So the fact that people have been watching my videos for 10 years now, we've been able to play this one game that I love and still explore and find new things like Super Flat Survival after all this time. It's amazing. And so I wanted to celebrate Minecraft Xbox 360. We're going to be getting my OG Xbox 360. Actually, one sec. I've gotten my original Xbox 360 out. This is such a chunky beast, right? It's even got my original memory card from before I could afford a hard drive. Oh my god, this thing is filthy. It's got my original memory card. This is 64 megabytes. And then it's also got, from after I started playing Minecraft, because to do mod maps, you needed to put, external storage in. So I've got this memory stick that I use to, like, it's how I change title updates, etc. And so we'll be doing something with the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft. Sorry, there's a lot of stairs in my house between the storage and the way. Anyway, long story short, we're gonna give this thing a little whirl. It's gonna be fun getting back to the Xbox 360, am I right? If I can find my 360 controller. That's a big if. But you know what else is a big if? You supporting this channel, and I appreciate that despite it being a choice, you decided to do it anyway. Thank you for 10 years of allowing me to do what I love, which is talk about things that I'm interested in, and somehow not be a crazy person talking to themselves. Thank you for watching, and I hope that in 10 years, we have this same conversation, but bigger and better, and I don't know, that I'm not dead. So thank you for watching, hope you all enjoyed, thanks for not killing me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.